Hi everybody, this is Bonnie and I'm coming to you with the new Stampin' blends. I know they've been out on the web. A lot of demonstrators already have them and they've been sharing a lot of things with people, which are wonderful, but I just wanted to share my thought and take on them. I just got them. I haven't only played with them for a day, but just from the day that I played with them, I have to say they are much improved. I don't know if you remember, Stampin' Up! Had the Stampin' Blend abilities, which are these right here. And they had a lot of issues with them, and so they took them back, and they really amped it up and gave us a nice smaller selection of colors for us to play with and get used to. And then I don't know, maybe they'll add more. I don't know what their plan is as of right now. I'm hoping that they add more, but a few things that I've noticed right off the bat, and I want to show you guys, is on the old ones, see how they're square right here? And I mean, I've worn these out, so this one is coming off. This one, now, I mean, I'm really struggling to get this, to get that one off, and that was on the old ones, and they were square. See how that was a square there? Now, because you do need a tight seal, because these are alcohol markers, so you do need them tight. I can understand that, but that seems super tight. Well, if you look at these, now mine are new, so they're slippery too. Once they get, you know, little unnew, then they'll be a little bit easier to handle. But the tip of this is like an ovalish. I don't know if you could see it. I'll try to get it up in the camera. See how it's more oval? Which makes it so much easier for you to pop it off and pop it on. I mean, I just can't get over how quick that is. I'm not really struggling. And that's how I feel with all these. Like, it's just so much easier. And I know that was a problem for a lot of people that had like arthritis or that was having difficulty, you know, that didn't have the strength, was opening these. And now, I mean, they just pinch them and it pops off. So you do need, you know, the tight seal for these. The other thing that I like about it, that Stampin' Up! Has done, is they only have a dark and a light. So that's all they have, is two colors in each set. So like this is a navy, there's a light navy and a dark navy. And then I think this one is Bermuda Bay. Yep, Bermuda Bay. And then Pool Party, Old Olive, Cherry Cobbler, Rich Raspberry, Pumpkin Pie, Crystal Coral, Daffodil Delight, Pink Pirouette, and then they have soft Smoky Slate, and then it's Crumb Cake, and then they have a Color Lifter, and then they have two singles for skin tones. And this is Ivory and Bronze. So these are the two skin tones they have. Unlike before when they had a bunch of skin tones. So I don't know, they may add more in time. But these are the two that they offer. Another thing that I really love about these blends is that, say you use the dark Old Olive a lot, you can just buy this individually. You don't have to buy them together. You can get them both together to set. I want to say it's 9 something if you want them both. But if you just need one, it's only $4.50. So that is wonderful that they're in individually. Or you can buy the whole bundle for the first time to save yourself money. Or if you don't have the money to buy them all, you can buy just a couple sets at a time or one set every time until you get them all. I am really impressed with the way they upped this. They really stepped up their game with this, and so I'm really impressed with the blend abilities, or the Stampin' Blend. So now I have been playing. Now I am no color expert. I have no clue, like light source or anything. I've never taken any classes. I've not done nothing. And like I said, I just got these, so I've only been playing for a day. And this is all I've done. And, I'm not really good at blending the leaves there, but I know there's some of these. I mean, I love how this Pink Pirouette, the dark and the light blend together, and the Rich Raspberry, and down here with the cherry cobbler. I just think that is absolutely gorgeous. Now I love these leaves, how I've done that. Some I'm not so happy with. I went out of the lines here because there's a trick when you use blendabilities. You don't need to go like right to the line like if you're coloring with a marker, because they are an alcohol base and it needs room to spread out. So you don't need to go quite to the edge. So that's all a learning curve, you know, when you're playing with them, and I haven't played with them since before. So I'm just gonna push these out of the way, and I'm just gonna color something here. Let me see. Let me try a leaf right here. I'll color this leaf. Let's see if I could zoom in more for you guys to see this, how I'm coloring this. Okay. So I don't know what is the right way. Some people say do dark then light. Some other people say do light then dark. I kind of like to do the light then the dark. So that is what I'm going to do. So I'm going to color the whole thing light, a light green. And you don't want to go real close to the edge because your marker will spread there, you know, naturally on its own, because it is an alcohol base type of a marker. Because you just want it to naturally spread around. And another thing about coloring with these, you know how like when you color with other markers and you color with them and they leave the lines, even if you just want these for coloring, they don't leave the lines, which is what I love about them. So even if you're not a good, what do you call it, blender or whatever, you just do it, you know, use them for coloring the lines, because, I mean, look at that. That's, no lines are in there. Now, I've been told that when you color this, you want to color, you know, at the bottom with your darker, add a little dark in here. And they say there's really, you know, no way, just kind of like scribble some down in here. Then you go back with your color and you really blend that in. You go over top of it and you kind of blend it in, is what they say to do. And just kind of really, you know, push down a little bit and blend your colors. And it just kind of does it like naturally. And some of these colors may look dark, but after it dries, it really, you know, they're really, you know, they're not that. So see how I have my darker color here? If you wanted a little darker, you could go back and add a little bit more. And then as it dries, as you see here, it's dried on the outside. And as this dries, it's going to dry a little lighter. And that's with the light color. So that's, you know, that's one way of coloring. Now, other people have done it where they do the dark and then they do the light. I'm not, I've never done that. It's where they've gone, I'll do another leaf here. I'll do this big leaf right here. It's where they've taken and they've just kind of like colored down this line with the dark color. And maybe put a little bit in down here where your, you know, dark would be. And then go to your light and you just kind of blend this all in. And if you, another thing, if you wait too long in between blending your colors, it'll dry, because it dries quickly, because like I said, it's alcohol ink. And just be careful when you're going around the edges of things, because that's my big thing. Thank goodness they have the color lifter, because I haven't gotten used to not getting close to the edges, because I'm so used to coloring that way. And then you just keep blending these. Now see, I went out of the line right there, and I'll show you how the color lifter works. You just kind of go over it, like try to push it. It pushes it like back. And then if you let that dry, you can go back over it again. I don't know how it does it. It's like, I guess, magic. See, it's really gone. It's just gone there. And then the more you let it dry, the more it'll lift, and you can just keep going over it. And I did it right there too, because I'm not a very good not go close to the edge. But that doesn't look bad neither, how that goes up. So I guess it's personal preference if you like to go with the light or if you like to go with the dark first. So that's your personal preference. Another thing you should know, always have something underneath your work surface, because these do bleed in the back. So if you're going to use this on a card, you got to have it on, like, you can't just put this on a base, on the base of a card. Let me show you, find a card quick. I don't even know if I have one. You have to layer. Anyways, if this was your base of your card, pretend it was a fold, and this was white, you couldn't stamp something here and then color it, because when you open the card, you're going to see this in the back of it. So you need to have, like, if this is your base, you'd need to have another white layer that you would stamp on and then layer it onto your card, because otherwise your bleeding would show through. And then the last little quick tip, because this is just a quick video, you have to store these flat to keep them. Let me zoom back out now, because we're zoomed in so much. You have to store these flat, because if you don't store them flat, they will have all ink. If you store them like this, the all ink will be in one end or one tip. So they recommend that you store them flat like this. They don't have a storage unit or anything offered for these, but one solution that I've come up with is the paper pumpkin boxes. If you're a paper pumpkin subscriber, use this. If you're not and you have a friend, or if you have a demonstrator that's a paper pumpkin subscriber, maybe she has some extra boxes floating around or whatever that, you know, she could give you one. And so I took this one because this is a different color than the ones that we normally get. Normally the ones we get in the mail are reddish color, orangish red color. So I went with the gingham so that I knew that it was for my blendabilities, and they fit in there perfect, and which is wonderful. And there's still room to grow with these. So I just find this as an awesome way of storing all of my markers in here. I'll just show you quick. And there's your extra markers there. So, I mean, you have all that room, and they're all in there. So, and then it closes right down nice, and it's easy to take with you wherever you need to go. So, I just want to give you all these quick tips, everybody. I hope, you know, if I can help you ordering these, you know, go to my website at bonniescreativeplace.blogspot.com, and, or you can find me on Bonnie's Creative Place on Facebook, and there's a link there that'll take you to my website, and you can order these, and it'll be, you know, shipped to you, and have fun and play with them. I mean, it's awesome. It's wonderful. So, or if you want to, because these are $100 and some, if you order these to become a demonstrator and get $25 in free merchandise from Stampin' Up. So, it's a great opportunity. So, thanks for stopping by, everybody. Bye-bye.